A friend of mine went to Bishop David Oyedepo. In fact, I was the one who made the connection for him. He went and saw God's servant. And God's servant just laid hands on him, go and prosper. As he left there, in 4 hours, he got 15 million. I'm not saying 1 month, 4 hours. People just woke up from different places and started sending money to him. In 4 hours, 15 million. This is somebody who have not seen 4 million in a long time. 50 million. Because a giant spoke and the weight his words command, they are heavy.
Welcome to the moment of truth. When we talk, we know why we are talking. You just heard Orokpo endorsing Oyedepo, advocating for Oyedepo. See the lies. Oyedepo that is sacking his pastors because they didn't bring enough money. He said they are not productive. That is not a story any longer. I've done a lot of videos about that. Go and check it out. It's all over the news. Every media has posted it, reported it, and all that. Oyedepo that is collecting tithes, offering, special seed, all kind of seeds, shilos. People, they will manipulate you to drop your cars, houses, lands. He's owing money here and there. See what he's saying there. Do you blame him? You see why the spirit of lies will never leave this guy alone. This is the same guy that called the father of faith Ponzi scheme. Called them MMM. Stay tuned and hear more.
I was from a very strong Christian background, so our own kind of sin is not fornication, because my mom was too strong. You can't know. So that's not but they couldn't decode lying. They could decode fornication. That these are signs to fornication. These are signs. So that aspect was brittle. But they did not have the detector for lies. So lying prospered. And I was given, you don't understand. I found out how to lie.
For lying, my worry now is the way people lie with boldness.
So I found out how to lie. The type of lies that is in the textbook. So the only way of surviving, because we are always wrong. We are so a dimension of flesh developed for safety. The reason for which this flesh was coming was noble. It was to provide safety. And as I was moving in that lie, I became so skillful that
when I told you it is the foundation of these people that is playing out, majority of you don't believe me. Please, for your own good, any of these men are spoken about, try as much as possible to stay away from them, because they are liars from the beginning, and it's very difficult to get rid of all these spirits that's already in them. Look at how they are going about and endorsing each other. Orokpo now has tied up with this comedian Tom Pastor. They are endorsing him here and there now, and do advert for him that he made them rich after he prayed for them. All this nonsense everywhere. Look at what Bamiloye did. I posted that as well. That is what is going on now. My people, be careful. You don't have pastors, so you have to know God for yourself. Don't land yourself in a fire before you understand what we are talking about. I know all these pastors, they are all liars. You cannot have God and be worshiping men the way they are worshiping each other, the way they made their followers to be worshiping them. Jesus didn't do that. If you see anything that Jesus didn't do in any of these men, just know that they are fake. They don't belong to Christ. They don't belong to God. They have their own gods. So it's their spirits, their foundation that is ruling them. And all of them, they are using their foundational powers to oppress, to suppress, to subject people, to manipulate, to deceive. Look at Christopher Kilobe. God is exposing him here and there. See the way he's lying, crying here and there, lamenting, shouting, yelling here and there over the artist, the gospel artist, because they left him. So money is not flowing as usual. So those ones are making money for themselves. He introduced all these things into the gospel, all the record label and all that. He polished them, he introduced it. He gave them manpower to do all these things, and he was using them, cashing in on them. Until those ones too, they travel around the country, they met with the world, and they open their minds, their understanding, and they now see that this Oga is just using us for himself, and they talk to their legs, to their heels. Everybody left now. See the way he's crying, manipulating. It's not in the Bible. When you know that from the beginning, gospel ministry is not in the Bible, why did you introduce it? All of you just have to know that these men, they are just users. They are enemy of God. And if you follow them to where they are going, I'm sorry for you. They are for money. Christ is not in them. Any mouth that can lie does not carry God's authority. They cannot pray and come to pass unless their gods help them, and that one will not last. It will turn to disasters. Anything that God is not in it, and you say you went there because they say they know God, you are deceiving yourself, because we are telling you now that God is not in them. Find your way. Adeboye ni o, Oyedepo ni o, Kumuyi ni o. They are all rubbish. They are all nonsense. Oyakilome ni o. They've all failed God. Umar Okpa ni o. They are all nonsense. Mike Bamiloye ni o. They are all rubbish. I'm telling you this with my full chest, with God Almighty backing me up. So that's why they cannot do me anything. They want to kill me. They've tried and tried. They have failed, because greater is he that is in me than the rubbish background God of the ancestors that is backing them up. I see this, I say, my God, we'll be using their own video to expose them, because you followers of them, you gullible followers, that say you're lying, they are using their own mouth. God is helping us to be dogging up all their lies, all their videos where they make the confessions, to expose them, to carry our message to the whole world. If you know, you know. It's up to you. Thank you, my good listener. I'll see you on my next video. Bye for now.